Hello, everybody. Welcome to our first session in this chapter, this content block called Inclusive Workplace Policies. First, we always begin with the table of contents. We have an introduction, then economic benefits of gender inclusive policies, work life balance, DI programs, mentorship, and preventing workplace harassment. So, first, what is really the importance of inclusive policies? So, gender inclusive policies improve profitability, innovations, and workforce stability by 60%. That's a pretty major number. Therefore, those policies really need to be brought into consideration for modern organizations. Beyond economic benefits, inclusive policies create environments of a really good company culture, which is also what we're after. Female leaders often champion these policies, increasing the representation and also addressing systematic challenges because they are just so used to it and really know how it feels. So, therefore, they often act as kind of like spokespersons and really drive the implementation of those policies. Individual thought experiment, of course. Imagine your company's creativity depends on a hidden innovation switch that activates only when everyone feels respected. A female leader introduces a gender inclusive policy. Does the switch turn on? And what happens if the policy is ignored? Please feel free to think about this individual thought experiment, write your answers in the blog, and come back to dive deeper into this chapter. So, what are the economic benefits of gender inclusive policies? You can read all the numbers and everything else in the text that I have always attached. But generally, gender inclusive policies drive profitability by creating environments where diverse perspectives thrive, leading to really innovative solutions, and sustainable growth. Organizations who embrace inclusivity observe an improved workforce stability, which reduces turnover and all those costs that are associated with recruiting and training. Businesses with diverse leadership teams are better prepared to meet varied market demands, which really helps them to get a better insight and experience. Work life balance and flexibility. So, female lead organizations often lead the way in providing caregiving support because women who are in charge of those positions where they can implement policies really know how difficult it is to kind of combine work and life. Yeah, those two sections together. So it really helps them to implement those policies of more remote work options, caregiving support, flexible scheduling, and so on. Policies prioritizing work life balance, reduce stress, and enhance profit productivity, which really helps employees to basically give their best work to the company. Affordable childcare and paid parental leave. So, those are two things that are very present in Germany, for example, but not as much present in very high capitalist countries like the US. So, those are yeah, not even really common in Germany. You usually get a whole year of paid parental leave after having a child, which in the US is not a thing at all. So, kind of pushing those policies to become mandatory for organizations is really important, and female leaders play a pivotal role in doing so. So, other inclusive policies are, of course, mentorship programs, sponsorship initiatives, but also skill building and personal growth initiatives, which really will help to build retention and boost employee confidence. Mentorship and sponsorship programs also support the broader DEI objectives, diversity, equity, and inclusivity, which really helps to align with all diversity goals. Let's dive a bit deeper into DEI programs. So, as I just said, DEI programs are diversity, equity, inclusivity programs, which are essential for tackling systematic inequalities and unconscious bias in the workplace. The focus is really the recruitment, leadership development for underrepresented groups, and fostering inclusivity through supportive networks like employee resource groups. Those are called ERGs. Um, and those ERGs are kind of, just working groups for employees, safe spaces for connection, advocacy, and belonging. And usually, women also, female leaders drive those kind of groups as well, which really helps to foster a sense of belonging among underrepresented groups. DI programs also ensure a fair hiring process. So, really not choosing based on gender, race, or such things when trying to fill in for a role. Tracking the hiring, the retention, and the promotion data ensures that all those DI initiatives are impactful and measurable and not only like a ticking box. A lot of companies do praise that they have DI programs, but don't really track them or, check them at all in their developments. So, preventing workplace harassment is very, very important because 1 in 5 employees, which is 22.8%, or 743 million people, experience some form of harassment at work, which is awful when you think about that. It becomes especially really awful when we consider sexual violence, which 8.2% of women are affected compared to only 5% of men. Therefore, female leaders are instrumental in implementing policies to prevent workplace harassment. And these policies really include clear, accessible reporting mechanism and an ongoing support for victims and regular anti-discrimination training sessions as well. Females are, of course, better in in a better position in implementing those policies because they know for sure how it feels and um, can kind of have more empathy and understand those victims better. So, what have we learned? Inclusive policies significantly enhance profitability, workforce stability, and innovation. Work life balance and DI programs are essential for creating equitable and supportive workplaces. Female leaders play a vital role and they can help push mentorship, sponsorship, and harassment prevention policies. And organizations with inclusive policies see a higher employee engagement, creativity, and team cohesion, securing a competitive edge. I will also get more into the real impact on organizational success in the next chapter. Now you have an online test really checking whether you have kind of learned and understood everything that I taught in this session. So, see you in the next session. Bye.